scholars and families, it's Miss Marnon. So this video is for the week of November 9th for Pod B students and their family. So I'm going to click modules on the side here and get started. So here on mine, I have to click everything that says a B, but when your student logs in, they'll only have the things for their pod. So for each day, there is that video overview still, so they can watch this video to learn about what they're supposed to do for the day. This is a fully virtual day for your student. So they're going to go on to class notebook and then complete an independent practice. So if I hit next, here's the direction for the class notebook page. So it says Unit 2, page 12. And then there's actually this video here that I've already to help with the lesson. So students, I'll show you what it looks like, need to go into their class notebook. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. Your student should already know how to do this. So they're going to hit the purple sign in button and then the blue open in OneNote online. And then it's going to open up their class notebook. They'll be able to click their name and then Unit 2 and find page 14. But for me to show you, I'm going to go to Content Library, Unit 2, page 14. Students can also actually look under the Content Library and find my copy of the notes in there. So they'll find something that looks like this in the notes, so if they ever need to reference it, it's there, but they will have a blank copy in their notebook when they're done, so they can also watch this video to help them with it. At the top, they need to click Mark as Done and get that green check mark. When they're done, at the bottom, it says click Next to go to the independent practice. So when they hit Next, it'll bring them right into that independent practice 10. There's a calculator on screen that they should be using. They click Take the Quiz and they can get started. So that's for Monday. Clicking modules again. If we go to Tuesday, here they're just going to do some division practice. So again, here's the daily video for the direction so that they can see what they're supposed to do, because this is a virtual day for Pod B students. And similar to the day before, they have a lesson in OneNote and then an independent practice. So if I hit Next, here's the directions. So it wants us to go to Unit 2, page 13. So we open up Unit 2, page 13. Here's the practice students are going to be working on. Sometimes these equations take a minute to load, so just be patient with them. Sometimes if you click them, it works for me. The other thing to do is just to try refreshing the page. Just like the last lesson, there is a video right here for students. They can click it, they can hit play. Go through the whole lesson right there. When they're done, they should click Mark as Done at the top, get that green check mark. And then it says click Next to go to the independent practice. So they hit Next. Here's the independent practice. Again, we can use the calculator. Click Take the Quiz to begin. That's it for Tuesday. Wednesday, there's no school for Veterans Day, so the next day will be Thursday. Thursday, we're going to start combining what we've learned with all the different operations. So we're going to do an order of operations introduction lesson. So that's like PEMDAS that you guys have done. If you see any of those posts on Facebook where people argue if the answer is 1 or 16, that's kind of what we're talking about, is the order of operations that they should be doing. And then students are going to complete 2 standard quizzes for the data wall. And I just listed all of the standards we've worked on this unit. So the 1s are all about adding and subtracting. The 2s are about multiplying and dividing. And this NS3 is all about using real world problems. So I'm going to click Next. Here's the direction page for the order of operations introduction. There's going to be a video in here just like the other ones. When they're done, they click Mark as Done. It's going to be right here, page 14, looks something like this. And then they need to go back to modules to pick their standard quizzes. So they can look at the data wall, see which ones they need to work on, but they can pick any 2 of these to work on. If they want to do more than 1, they can, but we're asking for at least 2. When they're done with that, we're going into Friday. So Friday, it's going to be the same thing. Here's the daily overview page. They're going to work on order of operations practice and then complete an Imagine Math lesson. So they're going to go to Unit 2, page 15. So in the class notebook, Unit 2, page 15, looks something like this. There's going to be a video to help them through it. They click Mark as Done when they're all done, and then they can go into Clever and work on Imagine Math. And once they're done with Imagine Math, they're all done with math for the week. Next week, there is going to be a test, so make sure your student is all up to date on the math so that they're ready for the test on Tuesday.